Let's talk about Kari Lake, because I wanted to talk. We got a bunch of stories to go through, but considering we're still on the political angle, let's talk about Kari Lake. We have this story from AZ Central. What's next for Lake Fincham election lawsuits? Hobbs's lawyer calls challenges baseless. So Kari Lake filed a lawsuit contesting the results of the election. A judge today called an emergency hearing. They had their emergency hearing. The defense, which is Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, it's Katie Hobbs, Democrats basically, said that they're going to file a motion to dismiss, but the judge in the case set a trial date for, I believe, let me see, I think I have the tweet actually, if we have it. There we go. Trial set for the 21st and the 22nd. This is kind of crazy, and it's unfortunate it's going to be happening over the holiday weekend, but this could be big. So here's the difference between this and Donald Trump's 2020 stuff. With Arizona, you have a lawsuit from Kari Lake that points out, or they make the claim, there are 25,000 ballots that came in after Election Day, and that's greater than the margin of victory. They want an evidentiary hearing. I don't know how how's the judge going to say no standing? He's going to say, okay, show me the proof you have of this claim. They're going to file a motion to dismiss. It very well may get dismissed. I don't know. The difference between this and Trump, to expand upon that, is with a lot of the lawsuits that were filed in 2020, the amount of votes that were being challenged would not have overcome the victory margin. So the courts were just like, it wouldn't matter if it happened anyway, so there's no point. With Kari Lake, 17,000 votes. So if they can present a variety of claims that are more than 17,000, and you do have, in Maricopa County, they said, when the voting machines malfunctioned, 17,000 people had to vote by this ballot box. That's at bare minimum, I think, enough to get, well, I don't know. I mean, if you were being an honest judge, you'd be like, okay, we have to have a review of that. If 17,000 ballots were affected by the machines not working, and that's the margin of victory, we got to do a review of those ballots. Otherwise, the election is people are going to contest it or whatever. But I think it's interesting nonetheless. I don't know what you guys think. My opinion is kind of that I'm not convinced Kari Lake going to be able to overcome the swamp machine. So
I don't think that I think that as much as she is going to fight tooth and nail, because that's probably her personality, I don't think that it's likely that she's going to be able to overcome the fact that it was already certified, even though the certification was, dubious because what's her name shouldn't be certifying.
Yeah, Hobbs is the Secretary of State.
The Secretary of State should not be certifying their own election at all. So that right there is dubious.
But PolitiFact says it's totally normal.
Oh yeah, I think that it's a conflict of interest. I think on its face, but I think that I don't think that any of that stuff matters anymore. I've lost a lot of faith in the electoral process. So we'll see what happens.
I'm glad that she's filed suit. I'm glad that she's pursuing it, and I think the judge absolutely should move. This should go beyond a motion to dismiss.